Flash and the Soldier of the Game split. The feds charged Fetty Wap with the whole wop. Gave him the whole 4-piece combo at Popeyes. That's the main dish and 2 sides and the drink. That's fentanyl, that's overdoses, that's cocaine, that's heroin, money laundering, yeah, party conspiracy, gun charges, all that there. And they ain't gonna look good with the fentanyl, with the overdoses, with the prosecutor standing in front of the judge and looking at the prosecutors with all these fentanyl overdoses. A lot of young white women dying from it that's in college and doing a lot of partying, the fake pills and the lace weed, and they putting in people alcohol and all that there, and Asians and black women dying from it, and drug dealers dying from it and all that there, and they busting them more at the border patrols, and a lot of important people, daughters and family members dying from it. So a lot of prosecutors and judges getting tired of that drug. They hate that drug flooding America right now. So for you to come in there and face them or go against them with that, and you being a rapper and everything, and you got that street image and that street backing, that's gonna be a hard case to fight. And you already know how the feds gonna come at you and your team. Yeah, they're gonna come 2 different ways at one time. First, they're gonna come at the dude who don't got no felonies. Yeah, who don't got no record. They're gonna try to break him. At the same time, in the other room, they're gonna come at the other members and try to get them to flip on you since you the rapper. And they could cut them the better deal. And everything will look like that you pay for everything. And they could pull that and they could tie that in with the conspiracy, and they can get you a lot of time, like a life sentence they talking about. So yeah, they can get all them, because it'll make more sense to the jury that you pay for everything, since you get the most money coming in, and you get legit money. So you can get a lot of different things, a lot of different houses for them, a lot of different storage places. You can get them a lot of cars. Since you Fetty Wap, a lot of legit people and a lot of cricket people will do a lot of things for you, because they could be starstruck or want to stay in your good favor. So yeah, you can get a lot of things that they couldn't get, or it'd be harder for them to get if you weren't around. So yeah, you can get a life sentence if they get the right members. If the right members flip on you and say, yeah, Fetty was the one who put up the 300,000 or the 500,000 for this shipment, because he was down to his last. Yeah, he was going through hard times, and they can see that. They can see your views went down. They say you weren't doing, you weren't getting a lot of shows coming in. You weren't getting a lot of features. People weren't calling you no more. So you had to take your last $1 million and flip it in the streets. And yeah, they did everything you told them to move up and rank in your organization, whether that's drug trades or something in your music career. So anything you need them to do, if it's a hit, if it's to go pick up this load, if it's to go pick up these records, to pick up merch and stickers and all that there, and banners, all that there, to promote your albums or songs and all that there, or drug trades or shootings or robberies or whatever they got to do, scams, it's all on Fetty Wap call. They can make it seem like that. That's what they got to get your co-defendant to say on that stand, to take that life sentence off the table. Because out of all the members, one of them ain't trying to do no life sentence. And if the right one got the right information, they'll definitely take that life sentence off and start off with 30 years, then 15 years, or maybe 30, then 20, then 15, then 10, maybe 5. It depends on what he know. Let alone if Fetty Wap even choose to talk. That's even another deal, because he might know where the big source at. So that's definitely what the feds want to use. They tactics they want to use. Try to go for the dude who don't got no record. Then try to go for the members who can try to put it on Fetty Wap, you know, to make it look good, to make it make sense, to close that book, to get him with a conviction, give him 30 years to a life sentence. Other members get 20 years to a life sentence. So the thing you need to be thinking about right now, Fetty, you got enough money for your co-defendant lawyers. Yeah, because they might look at you like the big dog, you the rapper. Like, you got money, or put some money on their lawyers, or they bond if they get a bond. Like, is you going to help them out any? If you don't help them out none, because you could barely help yourself, that's why you was in a legend. That's why this is what the feds will think, or some people will think. That's why you was even doing it in the first place, because you was at your last, and you got to keep up with that lifestyle. That's what'll make a rapper, you know, go back to the streets and, you know, slang and get his feet all the way in the streets, like both feet back in the streets, you know, doing all that there, but they accusing him of, because they be running low on their stash. He might be down to his last 200, 300,000, 100,000, 50,000. And he just turned it in the streets. He mixed it in the streets. Being the person who you is and what you rap about in them songs, it's always gonna be in your face. It's always gonna be a plug in different cities, gonna throw you a number or tell you that they get them for the low, or saying like gonna offer this opportunity to you to get back in the streets. You know, so all you gotta do is make the phone call, get a green light. They got the runts for this number, they got the fentanyl for this number, they got the dog food for this number, they got the guns for this number. And you know, you playing with, you down to your last 50,000, and you gotta keep up with all the mainstream rappers because all the females gonna think that you really getting it like that. You see, they ain't working for you like I used to, and your phone not ringing like I used to when you first came in, when you had Shorty Swing My Way and all that there. It's gonna force you to return back to the streets and get a big profit real quick, unless you figure out real estate, or you figure out trucking or something, or you master something with some, you invest in a ring like Nas or something like that and blew up. Other than that, if you don't know no scamming tricks, or you ain't plugged in with that, yeah, you're gonna have to resort back to the streets, alleged, right? And you can get caught up if, you know, y'all make mistakes and y'all be real sloppy. And usually when y'all be that deep and there's that many members in it, there's gonna be mistakes that happen. See, the thing is, Fetty, even though you're a well-known rapper and everybody know you and you got hit songs, but they still gonna want you to prove that money you got in your bank account and whatever they took from you when they locked you up because of the large amounts of dope they saying y'all sold. And they gonna see that you really ain't been doing big numbers like that on YouTube no more. The last time you had 100 million, 200 million, 300 million views, it was about 6 years ago. Trap Queen or Remy Boy video, about 6, 7 years ago. That's the last time you had 500 million, 700 million. You ain't never topped none of the records you came out with 6 years ago. That Swing My Way, the Trap Queen, the Remy Boys, yeah. The new music that you're dropping out, you just dropped the tape. That's doing like 50,000 to 100,000 per video, like the song, just the audio, right? So they seeing what they pay, if that's monetized, if your channel even monetized. So they'll know what YouTube pay on that. They'll see how much you've been getting booked up. They can check all that there. They can see if you've been doing shows, because you gotta post it or repost it or whatever on Facebook, on all the social media outlets. They can see what concert venues been booking you. They can go back and call all the big venues. So the feds can kind of like 70 to 80% of the money that an artist supposed to make. They can call venues, call labels, you know, making sure your bank transcripts and all that there. Fact check everything. Let the IRS audit you and all that there. So show proof to a lot of things. So you definitely got to have a backup plan, meaning you're supposed to have backup businesses. That's why I always talk about trucking, because trucking bring hundreds of thousands per truck as far as like gross. So you got 5 to 10 of them. Yeah, that's a big cover up. Plus other things like real estate, stuff like that, or other things like car rentals, exotic car rentals. You know, you're supposed to have them. You use around the game, you're supposed to make them fix their credit so they can get some exotic car rentals. You get you some primaries and trade lines added to their credit, and you know, you network with other exotic car people, and you know, you build relationships with dealerships, tell them you'll promote their cars and stuff like that, so you can get the yes more, you know, build relationship with the banks, make the members build relationship with the banks, so you can cover that up, because they could bring, you know, you got the right cars, they could bring millions of dollars per year, or something close to it. It depends on how hard you go with it and where you put the cars at. The smart man will put them California, Vegas, Florida, you know, maybe Atlanta, maybe Houston, Dallas, them the main ones, New York, you know what I'm saying? But really like Cali, Vegas, and Miami, where you'll make the most profit. It's a lot of competition. So you might have to, you know, if say somebody don't have the right proper insurance to cover your exotic car rental, you would then take the risk and still let them get the car. You know, you kind of size the customer up, kind of like judge the book by its cover a little bit, you know, because you got to kind of trust them. Of course, you put trackers on the cars and all that there, so you can bid out the competition. Or, you know, other competition customers come to you. You already Fetty Wap, but you know, y'all ain't on that there. You know, y'all just want to trap, and rap, allegedly. One of the main things that mess rappers up is in their videos and their rap career, they got to keep the same members around them. Like the same ones who they trap with and get money with under the table, them the same members in the music videos. Them the same members at the award shows and always with them. So it ain't hard for the feds to put everything together. Like these the same guys that got to go back to the hood and do their thing in the trap. Then they come around you. So they not rappers. They be like, okay, he got a chain like that. He got a chain like that. But what does he do? What did he do? Like he don't got no song. Like where's this song with Future? Where's this song with Lil Baby, Da Baby? Like these guys ain't really doing nothing. Like they just, you know, just around. Like how he can get a Rolls Royce. He ain't said Fetty Wap pay for that. How he got a Lamborghini. He ain't said Fetty Wap pay for that. How he got a BMW or Benz. He ain't said Fetty Wap pay for that. What he do? Like how he gonna cover that up? Like what he do? And if he do something, we don't know about it, and he ain't pay no taxes on it. How's all these guys driving like this and dressing like this and having all this money, all this jewelry, and they ain't come out with no songs? They don't help nothing with his career. They ain't his manager. They don't master nothing. They don't make no beats. None of that there. They don't bring the shows together. They don't bring the features or none of that together. They don't even know how to pretend real good. They don't even got no fake videos that they made up saying that they do this for the artist, saying that they book the artist shows. Just make up the videos and put it out there, saying, yeah, I'm the one who booked the song with Lil Baby. I'm the one who booked the shows. I'm the one who, managed this, just to throw the feds off. They don't even do that. They just stand around, smoke, and show money and gamble. You see what I'm saying? So they don't even throw the feds off a little bit. They make them like, okay, yeah, he did say, yeah, he do this for the artist. He did, at least with EG situation, they managers in the company, so at least they will have some cover up. But they is doing something right. They be like, well, I do this for him, and I have done this, and we do this legitly, and we is signed with this label, and we do this, and we have won this award and made the money off this LLC the right way, the legit way. You see what I'm saying? But y'all don't got none of that over there. Y'all can't. So all they do, it ain't really hard. When they in the hood, they watch them. When they making sales, whenever they can, they watch them. They informants, they tell them information. When y'all on the road, it's even easier to y'all to get watched when y'all doing songs and videos and interviews to get watched. You know what I'm saying? So y'all always around each other. You know, y'all ain't on tour. There ain't no Fetty Wap on tour with nobody. He ain't on songs with a lot of people. And we watching y'all do all this other stuff and it don't add up. Like, so in the meantime, you're gonna see all the evidence against you. You're gonna find out if y'all gonna plead not guilty or guilty. You're gonna see if y'all gonna stand tall or who gonna fold. So yeah. Because if they got too much evidence against you and you know you're guilty and you know they're gonna prove that right in court, you might want to think about taking a plea, especially if it's already other co-defendants on your case that took the guilty plea. Yeah, you don't want to go to trial and other members already took the guilty plea. It's going to make you look crazy. So, yeah, if they offer you 15, 10, 7, yeah, if they offer you 7 off the rip and you know you're kind of guilty, they're going to eat them 7 up, probably a sit for about 2 years, and yeah, and do them 85% of that and be home. So, but you're facing life, so of course they're going to throw the biggest number out there, try to scare everybody and try to break what they can break. And then we're going to see. As time fly by, we're going to see. And I'll jump back on this situation, man. That's my take on this conversation right here, man. I hit the like button, hit the comment section, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, man. Come.